More and more Japanese are not traveling overseas, and that's something very surprising because Japanese passport is one of the world's strongest passports. So you should be very lucky if you are able to hold one of the world's strongest passport. You don't have to worry about like what to apply and how to apply visas, and you can just go there with the flight tickets and the hotel book. So that's very convenient if you're holding one of the world's strongest passport. But why are they not traveling? And according to the news from here, and I saw that less than 20% of Japanese people are not holding Japanese passport. Wow, that's very surprising. Most people don't feel like traveling overseas. And also, I just asked some of my friends from Japan. They told me about what are some of the reasons why, especially youngsters, they feel like not to travel overseas. Reasons can be very multifaceted, but that is just based on his opinion. There are main three factors that I found out that Japanese people don't feel like traveling overseas. The first thing is weakening of Japanese yen. And recently, their yen depreciated so much. In fact, it's one of the worst performing currencies in Asia. And that's why it's much more expensive for them to travel overseas. And your currency weakened, it'll be more expensive for you to travel. Although that it's good for your country export. But as a spender, if you want to bring your money to travel overseas, that will be weaker because your purchasing power drop because of the weakening of Japanese yen. So that's a bad news if your country currency depreciated. It's good for country export, but it's not good for travelers or frequent travelers. And because of this, some of the Japanese are not willing to travel overseas, and instead of that, they're focused on domestic tourism. And the second reasons could be they prefer to stay in the country because of language barriers and also cultural barriers. So they are so used to a Japanese way of commuting around. If you have been to Japan before, Japan is a country that actually has very good public transport and very good customer service. You don't have to feel worried about traveling across Japan. If you are Japanese, it's even easier for you because everything with Japanese is just so easy. You don't have to worry about like what language to speak and also what are things that you have to prepare when you are overseas. Right? So they prefer to focus on domestic tourism, and they find that there are a lot of nice sceneries just within Japan. So the third reason could be because of safety. And for information, Japan is one of the world's safest country. For Japanese people, they feel like it's much more safer to travel in Japan instead of traveling overseas. Because when you travel overseas, the risk is there. It is actually possible that you see there will be some danger or hazard if you travel to some other countries. Although some countries they mention that it's safe, but it doesn't mean it's 100% safe. The risk is there. So that's why when traveling to other countries, it's very important to take care of safety. And safety should be your number one concern when it comes to traveling overseas. And for Japanese, they found that traveling to other countries can be very dangerous because of safety. It makes sense because Japan is so safe, right? And just the benchmark for safety just increases. That's why they feel like some other countries or most countries are not safe. Right? So these are some of the three factors that I found out from my friends and also from internet about why Japanese are not traveling overseas. But of course, if you are Japanese or you have someone who knows about Japan, so please leave a comment down below to let me know why there so many Japanese are not traveling overseas. That's all for the video today. And if you have any comments, please leave a comment down below and I will see you on the next video. Bye.